how to transform selections, how to rotate them, how to scale them, and much, much more. First thing to do, create a selection. So what is a selection? Well, just go over here and you've got a variety of different tools. You've got rectangular, you've got elliptical marquee, and so on. Now I'm just going to go for elliptical marquee, but there's also other selections as well. So you can create selections from sky, color ranges, etc. So with this, just create a very quick selection. You can transform it. The command to do this, you can go to select and down to transform selection. So transform selection, and then you can see you get the standard bounding box you get with, say, a layer or something else. And you can resize it, move it so you can increase it that way, you can squeeze it, go that way. You can also rotate. You can also apply various other things, distortions, etc. You can also warp it as well. So if you want to, just go here, little warp. So you can warp and create a nice warp design. So warp selection there, and you get this bounding box. And again, if it doesn't let you, it will beep. And you can just drag this out, just distort it. Again, go there, click on these points, and you can see as you do that, occasionally it will just beep and refuse to warp. But you can see you can warp it, distort it like that. Once you're happy with it, press return. So you've got your selection there. Well, now you can apply. So you can apply your gradient or whatever effect. You can also, of course, go to select and inverse and apply it to the outside as well to create some interesting designs. However, let's just select and deselect. You can also apply it with multiple entries. So this time, let's go for a rectangle. So just create a rectangle. And you can see when you do that, you've got up here, there's an option here for a new selection, but you can also add to the selection. So let's just add to the selection, and that's just here. Just click that one there, the second entry. And you can see then you've got multiple shapes, multiple selections, and you can go across like that, and you can build up quite complex designs. Again, you can do exactly the same. Go to select, and down to transform selection, and you will see this bounding box appear, and again you can rotate it around, resize it, all those kind of things. You can go over here and again you can warp it if you wish, or just press return. So you've got your design there, and again go to the gradient tool or effects, whatever, and apply just to that area. And again, if you want to, select and inverse, apply it to the whole thing like that. However, let's just select and deselect, because what you can also do is, and I'm just going to go for an elliptical marking now, just a couple of those, and I'm going to add a few. So you can see you've got 4 or 5. You can create as many as you like selections, and of course you can create all kinds of complex selections as well. But you can also go again, select and transform selection. Transform selection. Now you'll notice right in the center, there's this little marker here, this little center point. Now when you rotate and everything like that, you can see it rotates around that center point. And you might not want that. You might want to say, you know what, you've got a selection, you want it to be rotated around something over there. So you can simply select this point, this center point, and just drag it over here. So say over this point. You decide, you know what, I want to scale there. So everything will be scaled relative to that. And again, rotated relative to that. And you can see what happens. You can generate a nice selection, which is moved around like that. And once you're happy with it, of course, again, exactly the same as before, press return. And you've got your selection. And again, you can apply effects to it. However, what you can also do is you've got here, say, the selection of, I'm just going to keep the same one, but you've got here select and modify. And you've got borders, smooth. You can use them all with this as well. So feather. Now feather 20. I think that's reasonable. It's not going to go off the edge. So 20 there. So I've just added a bit of feather. That gives a bit of blurring around the edge of the selection. And again, exactly the same. Go to select and again, transform selection. And with that, you can then move this around, reposition it, move it like there, over there, change that. Maybe say, you know what, I'm going to rotate around this position, so on and so on. So you can create a variety of different selections like that. Once you're happy, press return. and again, quickly add your thing. And you can see there you've got that blurry effect. And again, simply go to select and transform selection, and you get that bounding box again, and you can move it somewhere else. Press return, again, apply your select, and then you can apply it there. And you can see you can create a variety of different designs that way. You can also use this tool. Just go up here, rectangle. Long as this option, the first option, is selected, you can then move it as well. So you can, that's a sort of transformation. And again, you can apply like that, and you can see the effect there. But again, key thing is select and transform selection. As soon as you do that, you get this bounding box. You can position this, move it, rotate, and all those kind of things to manipulate your selection. Hope you found this tutorial of interest. Thank you much.